Hey fellow flowers, Violet here and welcome back. Today we're going to be working through this 5x1 combo stitch that involves breaking up the wall and then reconnecting it. So let's get started. I am using 2 colors of GIMP for this. You can check out the description box for different lengths and also if you need any recommendations on where to get string. I'm going to begin by grasping both ends of the string like so, and you'll notice that the main string, which is the white, is kind of like hanging down, and that is totally okay. We're actually going to straighten that out right now so that all of my strings are even in length. And once that's good, we are ready to start our stitch. I'm going to grab the white strand, which is this main string, and I'm going to put it underneath the rest of the strands. And I'll have that one pointing up and down and then the rest of the strings perpendicular across it. So all of my side strings are on top and my main string is on bottom, and I'm going to put my thumb down. Next I'll grab the top of the main string, which is the white strand right here, and I'm going to bring it down to the bottom left, just to the left of that other strand, and I'll use my ring finger to kind of hold it in place. And then I'll grab this strand and I'm going to pull it up and I'll hold that one in place with my middle finger. So kind of involves a lot of finger work here. Now we are ready to weave in these side strands, and they're all going to follow the same pattern of going over this strand closest to them and then underneath the next one, but we're going to alternate. So first I'm going to start on the right. I did that over under pattern, and now I will grab his partner from across the way and go over and under in the opposite direction. And now I'm going to do the same for all of the rest of the strings. So over and under all the way down. Okay, and now we will pull that all tight, like so. And then if you want to do the straight stitch, it's essentially the same pattern. We're going to take this white string and bring it straight down, and we'll take this white string and bring it up. So we have 2 loops happening here. And now I'm going to begin by weaving these side strings in. So starting with this top right gold, we'll go over that white string and underneath the second one. And next we will grab the gold string that is over here on the left, straight across from it, and you will go over and under going the other way, and then you alternate that same thing all the way down. And then you can just pull it all tight, and as you repeat you'll eventually get kind of this like brick wall type of effect going. Now to do the combination aspect of this, which is where we break the wall up into 2 separate lanyards, which we are going to then reconnect later. For this part, we are going to need to divide the strings down the middle and essentially treat them as 2 separate lanyards, like I just said. For this, I will grab one of those original main strings, and then I will grab this white string which was in the middle, and I'm going to turn that into my new main string. And then I'll grab these strings on the side, and we're just going to weave these over and under. So I'll be doing the twisty stitch with these. Next, I'll work on the second row of strings, grasping this one from the left, going over and under towards the right. Then we'll grab the last string here, which was on the right, and go over and under, and pull it all tight. Now I have this small twisty stitch on top, and so this is what I'm going to be working with. Now you can continue that for as long as you want, but we're going to actually switch over to starting the twisty stitch on the other side, which is this bottom half right here. So just as before, I will grab one of the strings from the side or from the middle, and I'm going to make that my new main string, and then I'll grab the part of the original main string to create the new main strings of this smaller twisty lanyard, which is on top of the brick. Now pull that tight, and then I like to weave for about like an inch or 2 before reconnecting my wall, but here's how you do that. Now after a while, they will be equal in length and we are ready to reconnect them. So the idea is that you want those white strings, which were originally on the sides, to be lined up in a way that we can re-guide them back to where they originally were. So if your lanyards are not lining up and you don't have that white string in the middle, you can just do a couple more stitches until you get them even and get them to where you want. So once they're in place, we are good to go. And we're going to weave the brick stitch just as we did before, starting with those original main strings, bringing the one that was on top down to the bottom, and the one that's on bottom, bringing that up and weaving over and under with those side strings. Now I'm flash forwarding a little bit. I'm grasping at this white string on the side, and we're turning this into a side string. And then we will grab at his buddy over here and weave that one over and under back in. So these are no longer main strings. They're no longer part of the twisty stitches. They are part of that wall. Let's get the rest of those gold strands in there and then we can pull it all tight. Now let's take a look and you can see that we have reconnected that wall and we're good to go and stitch as we were just doing when we initially started this whole thing. Now, after a few of those repetitions of breaking the wall apart and reconnecting it, you have something that looks like this. Now, this is going to be part of a bigger project, so this is not quite finished yet, but this should give you an idea of how to do that technique. So thank you so much for watching, keep blooming, and I will see you in the next one.